Hi everybody, Tiffany here for Shimmerz Paints. I'm going to be sharing with you how I created this tag. It was a lot of fun to create. I don't make very many tags, so I stepped out of my comfort zone. I wanted to create something new and just have fun with Shimmerz. So I just painted it with gesso to primer it, and I did 2 coats of the gesso, and then here is a memory box stencil, and I'm using the Texturez in the Patina color. I love this color, and as you could see in just a moment, I end up spraying and it just covers it up, but I didn't really have a plan for the tag, so sometimes you just go with just how your creativity takes you, and it's just how it ends up sometimes. I do move the tag or the stencil down because I wanted the whole tag to have those circles on it. And I love that there's the circles and then there's like with the outline circles and then the whole circles, if that makes sense. I'm sure you could see what I'm saying. So that's the Mama Sings the Blues, which is one of my favorite blues. And I just spray it on the tag, and then I kind of let it drip a little bit, and then I'm kind of trying to take up some of that excess on the sides there. And then I spray it on the top a little bit more and then on the bottom. Then I'm going to let that drip a little bit. And here I'm taking some coal in the Shimmerz, and my paintbrush was in water, so that's why it's kind of toned down a little bit. And I add a little bit more water there. I don't want it to be so dark black. I just want to kind of give a little bit of definition to the circles. And so I'm just adding that and then splattering it on the tag there, and getting a little bit messy, but that's alright. I'm adding this doily here, and I spray it with the Mama Sings the Blues, and then I dry it, and it's just really pretty tag. I do cut it in half so that it fits on the side of the tag there. I kind of am trying to play around with it, as you could see there, just so I know how I want the layout of the tag to be, and I end up doing it on the side there. This is some lace, and I spray it with the concrete. I know the Shimmeringz are more just for the shimmer, not really so much of the color, but I didn't want it so black. I kind of wanted it a gray, so I added the concrete, I'm sorry, and then I painted on the coal color. So this is a chipboard piece from Blue Fern Studios, and I'm painting it with some gesso, and then I will paint it with the Shimmerz in the coal color. And this, I wanted it to stand out, so I dried off my paintbrush, and so it's really, really black. So I'm taking some of this cheesecloth and spraying it with the Mama Sings the Blues, and just kind of, I don't want it all, you know, the color just kind of grungy looking, I guess, and just adding it in the middle there, because I know I want to add some flowers and then that chipboard piece. This is a Prima resin piece. It's like a dress form corset. It's so cute. And then I do have some water on my paintbrush again, and then I use that coal color. And then I'm kind of trying to place everything where I want it to go. That's a petaloo flower. These are petaloo flowers. I believe they're new from the new CHA release. Super pretty. Perfect colors to go with the Shimmerz colors. And I cut apart a spray, and then the bigger flower is just one that's just by itself. So I'm placing those behind the flower and then the corset. This is the Dazzlers in the Blueberry Hill, another beautiful blue color, and just kind of dotting it onto the tag. And then just kind of using my heat tool to get rid of any glue strings or kind of drying the whole thing. And then again, I'm taking that coal Shimmerz and just outlining the circles again. I wanted them a little bit more defined, and then putting a little bit more on randomly on the tag. So that pretty much finishes off the tag. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, be sure to comment below, and make sure you subscribe to the Shimmerz channel, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.